Yesterday I went to an event for a scholarship I got. We went to this ranch and spent the day outside, getting to know one another, playing little teamwork games, and what have you. It was supposed to be a happy day. By the end, I was an exhausted, emotional wreck. But I went to bed that night, trying to remain positive. I knew that, even though the day was far from a good one, at least I'd be able to move forward tomorrow. But the next day, I woke up to an email from the Institute that featured a link to some photos taken at the event. Innocuously, I scrolled through them, not expecting myself to be in any of them, and then suddenly... there, on the public Facebook page, a photo of me dabbing. The limp form, the stupid face. I stared deep into the eyes of the person in that photo, pleading to her, "Please, don't be me." But she looked back and said, "No, you cannot escape this fate." I had done it ironically. Surely people must know that. I've made mention a few times of how I want to bring back dabbing, but I've never meant it to be taken seriously, not like this. I dab on occasion to get a quick chuckle, but never before has it been displayed on such a pedestal like this, so publicly. We often talk about digital footprints nowadays, how the parts of you which wind up on the internet can never truly be erased, but this is on another level. This photo is out there in the world now, and I cannot stop it. Surely, people must understand I had done the act in jest. It was for an icebreaker game. Each person was meant to say their name and then to perform an action. Then, each person afterwards had to repeat that person's name and their action until we made it around the circle. I only thought it would be funny to force each person after me to dab. I never wanted to be known as the person who dabbed, but the post sits with no caption, leaving the viewer to interpret the photo however they'd like. Nobody's going to see that as an ironic dab. Look at that face. That is not the face of an ironic dabber. That is the face of a person who still dabs unironically in 2022. And no amount of squinting at this photo or twisting it in my mind changes that. The line between satire and truth has ever grown blurrier in my aging eyes, but with this one simple photograph, the water has been fully muddied. I feel as though I no longer know who I am. Was that dab an ironic one? Maybe I am just the very person who'd post a photo of herself dabbing. Maybe I'm no better than anyone else. Or maybe it was an act of irony. How will I know? I can't. The dab was completed, and now all I can do is try my best not to hate myself for it, whether it was ironic or not. I contacted my therapist to see if I could get my Friday appointment moved up sooner in the week because of this, and she canceled all future meetings with me, claiming that she, quote, really doesn't think someone like you is worthy of being saved, and that, quote, maybe you deserve to suffer, end quote. And in truth, who can I blame? The photographer? No, Dan was simply doing his job, trying to capture the energy of the moment. How could he have known whether that dab was an ironic one? His guess was through the same cloudy lens as mine. Perhaps I blame those around me for not stopping me, but no, they couldn't have stopped me, even if they wanted to. I acted too quickly for any meaningful intervention to be made. Perhaps I blame the universe for aligning so perfectly that the atoms composing my body put me in that spot at that time, directly in the way of that camera, while I made a humiliating gesture a la 2015. No, fate had nothing to do with this. The only person worthy of blame, worthy of ridicule, worthy of being torn apart is myself. I initiated the dab, I thought on it, ruminated, decided it was a good idea, and then executed the motion. The consequences of my actions are my own. If people want to start calling me that dipshit who dabs, so be it. I will take the onslaught. This life may not be the one a younger me anticipated, but through clenched teeth I push onward towards the next chapter of my life. I just hope people, one day, can see me as more than an outdated dance move, but as the person behind the dab.